Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mrs. Tanzila Asim. I'm lecturer mathematics KMCG. The topic we are going to study today is use of distance formula in coordinate geometry. Let us revise the distance formula first. Suppose we are given 2 points x1 y1 and x2 y2. Then the distance between the points x1 y1 and x2 y2 is denoted by d, and its formula is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square under the root. Today we are going to discuss the use of distance formula to show that the given 4 non-collinear points form a rectangle, a square, or a parallelogram. We recognize these figures as rectangle, square, and parallelogram. We are going to discuss these figures one by one using distance formula. First, using distance formula to show that the given 4 non-collinear points form a square. We know that a square is a closed figure in the plane formed by 4 non-collinear points such that lengths of all sides are equal and measure of each angle is 90 degrees. Let us suppose an example. We are given 4 non-collinear points A, B, C, and D. And we are going to verify that these 4 points form a square ABCD. So what we are going to find out first is the measures of lengths of all 4 sides of the square. So the 4 sides are formed by AB, BC, CD, and DA. So by distance formula, let's find out lengths of all the sides. So length of the side AB by using distance formula x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square under the root. We have got its value to be 4. Now length of the side BC. Again by distance formula, the length BC is also 4. Now the length CD. By using the same distance formula, the length CD is also 4. And we have come to know that by applying distance formula, the length DA or AD is again equal to 4. Now we have come to know that all 4 sides are having equal length. So what is left to check? Yes, lengths of all sides are equal and each angle must be of 90 degree. Now we will check whether the angle is of 90 degree or not. We'll look at the graph of this question. The coordinates of A were 2, 2, x positive 2, y also positive 2. So it will come in the first quadrant where x is positive, y is positive. B is x plus 2, y minus 2. It will come in the fourth quadrant where x is positive and y is negative. The value of C was x minus 2, y minus 2. It will come in the third quadrant where the values of x are negative and the values of y are also negative. And the value of D, the components of D, coordinates of D points are minus 2, 2. And it will come in the second quadrant as x is negative over here and y is positive. So by locating all 4 points on the graph paper and joining these points, we have got our square. Now we are going to check whether the angle is of 90 degree or not. Let us suppose the diagonal AC, and now you can see a triangle ABC. Now we are going to check whether the angle ABC is of 90 degrees or not. We can check whether the angle is of 90 degree or not, or whether the triangle ABC is a right angle triangle or not, by using Pythagoras theorem. So if it is of 90 degree, then AC will be hypotenuse. So what we are going to find out? We are going to find out this length first, AC, by using distance formula. The measurement of AC is 4 under root 2. Now, if it satisfies the Pythagoras theorem, then the angle ABC will be of 90 degrees. Pythagoras theorem says that hypotenuse square is equals to base square plus perpendicular square. So, we are going to check AC square is equals to AB square plus BC square. So, we have come to know that AB square means 4 square, that is 16. BC square means 4 square 16. 16 plus 16 is 32, and AC square 4 square 16 and 16 into 2 is again 32. So by putting the values and after calculation, we will come to know that AB square plus BC square is equals to AC square. This means Pythagoras theorem is satisfied, and therefore angle ABC is of 90 degrees. Hence, the given 4 non-collinear points form a square because all the conditions for a square are fulfilled. Now, in your exercise number 9.2, question number 2 is similar to this example. By looking at this example, you can solve question number 2 yourself. Now, using distance formula to show that given 4 non-collinear points form a rectangle. First, we have done it for square, and now we are going to solve it for a rectangle. A figure formed in the plane by 4 non-collinear points is called a rectangle if its opposite sides are equal in length and the angle at each vertex is of 90 degree. The two lengths are equal and the two widths are equal in a rectangle, and at each vertex the angle is of measure 90 degree. I'm going to illustrate it with the help of the example below. Look at the example. Show that the points A, B, C and D form a rectangle. So what we are going to find out? We are going to find out the lengths of the sides first. And let's see what happens. Lengths of side AB, BC, CD and DA. By using distance formula, length of the side AB is equal to 3. And by using the same formula, the length of the side CD by x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square under the root. This length is also of measure 3. So we have come to know that AB is equal to CD. Now let's see whether ABC is equal to AD or not. Let's check. Now BC is of 4 and AD is also of 4. So we have come to know that AB is equal to CD and AD is equals to BC. As AD and BC are of 4 units and AB and CD are of 3 units, so AB and CD will make the width of the rectangle and AD and BC will form the length of the rectangle. Now we are going to plot these points on the graph paper. The A point was -2, 0. The value of the x or abscissa is -2 and the value of y or ordinate is 0. This means this point will lie on the x-axis, and as the value of x is negative, so this point will lie on negative x-axis. So here you can see it is on the negative side of the x-axis, which is minus 2, 0. Now the point B is minus 2, 3, x minus 2, y plus 3. The point C, x is plus 2, y is plus 3. And the point D is 2, 0, which will again lie on x-axis because the y coordinate is 0. And it will lie on positive x-axis as the value of x is plus 2. Now, since AB is equals to CD and AD is equals to BC, therefore opposite sides are equal, one thing is left to check whether the angle ADC is of 90 degrees or not. Again, we will consider the diagonal AC, and now the triangle is ADC. So we can check whether the vertex D is of 90 degree or not by using Pythagoras theorem. Yes. So first of all, we will find out the value of this hypotenuse AC, which is found to be 5. Now AD square, which is 4 square, plus DC square, which is 3 square. 4 square plus 3 square is equals to 25. Also AC square, the value of AC was 5. AC square is again 25. Both are equal. Pythagoras theorem is fulfilled. Therefore, measurement of angle ADC is of 90 degrees. Hence, all the conditions for a rectangle are fulfilled. Hence, the given points form a rectangle. Now, in your exercise number 9.2, question number 8 is similar to this example. You are given 4 non-collinear points and you have to check whether they will form a rectangle or not. So, by using this example, you can easily solve your question number 8 of your exercise 9.2. Now, going to discuss the third figure, that is a parallelogram. Using distance formula to show that given 4 non-collinear points form a parallelogram. Definition of a parallelogram: a figure formed by 4 non-collinear points in the plane is called a parallelogram if its opposite sides are of equal length and its opposite sides are parallel as well. For example, show that the points A, B, C and D form a parallelogram. Let's find out their lengths of their sides and let's check whether the opposite sides are of equal length or not. These must be of equal length for parallelogram. You can see the graph of the parallelogram. The coordinate of A were -2, 1, x is -2, y is +1. B, x is +2, y is +1. C, x +3, y +3. And D, x -1, y +3. By locating these 4 points on the graph paper and joining them, we will get our parallelogram. Now, by distance formula, we have come to know that length AB is of 4 units. CD is also of 4 units. So, AB is equal to CD. Similarly, AD and BC are of √5. So, we can see that opposite sides are of equal length. Hence, the given points form a parallelogram. And if you check for the diagonal AC and you consider your triangle ABC or ADC and you try to apply Pythagoras theorem on it, you will see that the Pythagoras theorem will not be fulfilled. This means it is not making 90 degree at any of the vertex. In your exercise number 9.2, question number 9 is similar to this example, and that is your homework to solve question number 9 yourself. Now, question number 5 of exercise number 9.2. Find the value of k given that the point 2k is equidistant from 3, 7 and 9, 1. Let us suppose that the point 2k is considered to be P, the point 37 is A, and the point 91 is B. As according to the given condition, P is equidistant from A, so we will write distance PA is equal to distance PB. So by applying distance formula over here, it will be 2 minus 3 whole square plus k minus 7 whole square under the root is equal to 2 minus 9 whole square plus k minus 1 whole square under the root. Taking whole square on both sides, the radical sign will be cancelled out. Now squaring both sides, we will have this equation. Then simplifying and solving the equation, we left with minus 12k is equals to 0. Dividing both sides of the equation by minus 12, we get the value of k to be 0. And that was the requirement. The question was to find the value of k when p is equidistant from A and B. Hence, the value of k is equal to 0. Now look at question number 10 of your exercise. Find the length of the diameter of a circle having center at the point minus 3, 6 and passing through the point 1, 3. Here C, the point C is the center of the circle and P is any point on the circle. We know that the distance from the center to the any point of the circle is called, yes, it is called radius. But we have to find out the diameter, and we know very well the relation between the diameter and the radius. Yes, diameter is twice the radius. If we multiply radius with 2, we get the value of the diameter. And how can we find out the radius? Yes, very easily by applying the distance formula on the points C and P. Look, here C is the center of the circle and the circle is passing through the point P1, 3. So radius will be measurement of PC. So applying the distance formula over here, we have come to know that the value of the radius is 5. So and diameter is equals to 2 into radius, that is 2 into 5 is equals to 10. Now it's time for your homework. You have to complete the remaining questions of your exercise number 9.2, and these questions are related to the topics we have studied today. So you will solve on your NEET registers question number 2, 5, 8, 9 and 10. That was all about the today's topic. Thank you very much. Have a good day.